Rosalyn from Rosalyn's Creations, and today I'm going to show you how I made this card. It's a birthday card for a young man who's having his birthday very soon, and his favourite colours are red and black, so I've tried to bling it up a little bit with a bit of the glitter paper as well. We've got Celebrate You, and we've got Happy Birthday from the Birthday Blast stamp set. And from the balloon celebrations, we've cut out our balloons using a balloon punch and then stamped in them in these two images, and then cut two glittery ones. There's also a set of strings on this stamp set which I've put here. I've embossed using silver embossing powder, so I think all in all it looks very subtle, and I think my son will enjoy it. Right, and now I need to show you how to make this card. To make our card project today, what I'm using is basic black for my base, which is an A4 sheet of card, which measures, move that out of the way, which measures 8 1/4 by 11 3/4, and I've scored that at 5 3/4. I've cut I'm having two layers on the front and on the inside. My first layer is cut in real red, and that measures 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. And the second layer measures 7 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay, the stamp sets I'm using are from the Balloon Celebration, and from this set I am using the strings. I'm also using these small shadow effect stamp images, which I've already started to mount up on my block. And from the Birthday Blast stamp set, I'm taking this image here, Happy Birthday, and this image here, Celebrate You. Again, I've already got them mounted up on my block. Okay. I'm going to be stamping in Versamark because I'm going to be embossing, so I've got my embossing buddy and my silver embossing powder. I'm using a B block and an H block. I've got two more scraps of card, one in real red and one in basic black, so that I can cut some balloons out using my balloon punch. And I've also already cut out the balloon using the balloon punch from glitter paper, 2 balloons to make an accent on the card. Okay. What we'll be doing first is we'll do the embossing first. Sheet of paper, and we'll take the smoky slate layer. We've got the outside and the inside. On the inside we'll be stamping the Happy Birthday, so I'll do that first. Let's prepare the try and get this as straight as possible. Bring that back in a minute. I just want to use this grid paper to get my paper as square as possible. Right. And stamp it down on the card. And on this one, take the stamp off, and we'll do the strings first. And we'll pop that in the middle. We'll take that off of there and use the last stamp, which is the Celebrate You. And we'll pop that down in the right hand corner. Okay, bring in some paper. Using my silver embossing powder, sprinkle that onto the stamped images. Tip that off. And this, I'll go and use my heat gun to emboss that up with some heat. I'll be right back with you as soon as I've done that. Right, now I've done all the embossing on the bases of my top layers. Let's start layering. Use a bone folder to press that down. Lay the red layer, real red layer I should say. And our very top front layer. There we go. And now we need to make our balloons. So I've already cut out the balloons in some glitter paper. I'm going to cut a pair out of real red using my balloon punch. Oh, that's it. And I'm going to cut a pair out using the black. Move that to one side and pick up the bits I dropped. Okay, right, from the balloon celebration stamp set. I've got these shapes here. Now they actually sit really neatly inside the bottom of these balloons. So we're going to stamp those up and emboss them. So we'll do them. So just because it's photopolymer, you can line these up quite well. Using the smaller ones on the smaller balloon. Okay, now we just sprinkle some silver embossing powder over the top. And you get that. Right, I'll just pop them heat them up using my heat tool, and I'll be right back with you. And then you get the balloons looking like this. So we've got 6 balloons there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings. So, right. So now we want to position these balloons to best effect. Let's play around with it. Like that. So we'll pop a couple up and glue the rest down. So using my Tombow, using a couple of Stampin' Up dimensions on the back of the big one. Oops, now we're going to use a stamping dimension on this one as well. Okay, I think that's done. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you like my card. I think it looks quite stylish for a young man and whose birthday is soon. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll be back with you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.